In this video, we are going to talk about a time intelligence DAX function, which is same period last year. So let's get started. Now, what is same period last year DAX? Same period last year basically means if I want to compare data for current year and for last year, we can use this DAX function in Power BI. Okay. So let us go to the Power BI desktop and show you a live example of what this same period last year is. So I am into Power BI desktop and you can see I have two tables that are connected. One is your call center data, which is the dummy data, and one is my calendar table. Let me go to the table view and show you the data. So this is how my calendar table looks like. Okay, we have used a calendar auto function to generate the calendar, and we have a call center data wherein I have dates, department, call offered, answer, so on and so forth. Okay, so this is all our dummy data. So what I want to do is I want to just compare what was my total call answered for current year as well as for last year, and I need a breakdown month wise. Okay, so let us do one thing. Let me show you what I want is. Let me take a matrix table. Okay, let me add a date column to this. Okay, let me go to the call center data and let me take the total call answer. Okay, let me increase the size. Okay, let me increase the header as well, and let me increase the row as well. Okay, now let me drill it down further. Okay, I don't want the quarter details. Let's remove this. I have data from 2022 till December 2023. Now what I want is I just want to compare what was the total call answered, okay, for the month of January in 2023 as well as in 2022. Okay, so I can compare here in this way. However, if I want to go and compare it date wise, I will have to again, every time go down, check for the dates, and then, just go in year 2023, select the month, select the date, and just check the values. I don't want to do all this stuff. So what I can do here is I can go and create a function which says same period last year. So how we can do that? Let me go and click on a new measure. Let me rename this as same period last year. Okay. Let us use a function which says calculate. Now what we are doing is, what is a calculate function? We have already covered in our previous video. Okay, let us take an expression as total answered calls. Let's apply a filter of same period last year. And now let us take the dates column from calendar table date. Let's close the bracket, commit to the formula, and let us see what output we get. Now you see we have created same period last year. Okay, it has got created in a calendar table. Let us move this to the call center data. Okay, now it has been moved to the call center data. Let us bring this same period last year in our matrix table. Okay, now what had happened is we have only 2 years of data, 2022 and 2023. So you see in 2022, in the month of Jan till December, there is no same period last year value. Reason for that is we have data only for 2 years. We do not have data prior to 2022. So that is the reason we are not able to see that here in this column. Now let us go to the year 2023 and check the values. Okay. So in 2023, the total call answer was 22,85,776. So if I compare this with same period last year, it was 15,08,946. So if you see in January 2023, we have 1,96,000 calls that was answered as compared to 1,30,053 in the month of January last year. Okay. If I further drill it down, it will give me date-wise comparison. So what was the calls that was answered on 1st of January in 2023 against what was answered in 2022 January 1st. Okay, so this is how you will be able to compare the data whatever you have in your data model. Okay, so very simple function. If I go till month of December, it will give me comparison between 2023 and same period last year would be 2022. Okay, if I have more data in my table, I will be able to see more comparison. Okay, so yes, this is how you can use the same period last year function in Power BI. So if you want to compare it, if you want to create it one more time, now let us go and take the same matrix table. Okay, now instead of answered calls, let us take the abandoned calls. Okay, so these are the abandoned calls for 2022 and 2023. Now what we will do is we will just go and compare this month wise instead of date. Let us remove the day from here. Okay, now we just have month and we will just compare this. Let us create a measure. Let us rename this as same period last year abandoned calls. Okay, let us take this function as calculate. We already have a expression which says total abandoned calls, and let's take this as same period last year and date from calendar date table. Okay, close the bracket, commit to the formula. And now what we will get is we will get the comparison between how many calls that was abandoned in 2022 compared to 2023. Okay, now let us go and take this same period last year abandoned calls here. Okay, let me just increase the size. Again, if you see in 2022, I have nothing to show because there is no data prior to 2022. If I just go and click on 2023, it will give you the comparison between current year and previous year. Okay, so in the month of January in 2022, somewhere around 15,000 calls were abandoned. If I compare that with 2022, 10,360 calls were abandoned. Okay, if I just go and click to cross verify this, so you see in the January we have 10,360. Here if you see we have 10,360. In the month of February in 2022, 9,170 total calls were abandoned. If I just want to cross verify, so you can see it is showing me as 9170 as the total calls abandoned for the year 2022 in the month of February. Okay, so this is how you can use same period last year DAX function in Power BI. Okay, so yes, that's all about in today's video. Hope you like this video. Please comment below and subscribe to our channel. Have a great day.